Jim, we watched that rescue along with Brian Smith's family. Firefighters pulled him out of his vehicle and got him up a steep and slippery hill. This morning, Smith had disappeared on his way home from work. A dramatic rescue along Interstate 81 South near West Hazleton. Firefighters used ropes to pull an injured driver up a steep hill. Troopers say 12 hours earlier, Brian Smith's SUV slid off the icy highway. His family had no idea where he was.
My God, there's no words. There's no words to explain how relieved I am that we found him.
Friends and relatives had been trying to find the man from Warrior Run all day long.
His whole family, his sisters, his brothers, his girlfriend, everybody was out looking for him. And we looked for hours.
State troopers have been searching along I-81 for hours when one officer noticed the SUV had tumbled off the embankment.
And while walking along the interstate, I just happened to notice faint tracks. Looked over the embankment and there was the vehicle.
The trooper says when he finally reached Smith, the driver was in remarkably good condition after so many hours in the cold. What did he say?
He was just happy to see me, he said. He was happy to see my flashlight.
Troopers explained they were able to find the missing man by pinging his cell phone and believe the device saved his life. But Smith's family credits the people they say refused to stop searching.
They just lost their sister a couple months ago to cancer, and we weren't about to lose another one. And they found him, and he's alive.
Smith was taken to the hospital to be treated for his injuries. His family tells me they are simply overjoyed that he was found and is expected to recover. Suzanne Goldklang, Newswatch 16, live in the newsroom.
What an amazing story.
Earlier today, tensions flared outside Gulen's home. Newswatch 16's Suzanne Goldklang got an interview with the Muslim cleric and joins us live outside his compound in Monroe County with more. Suzanne?
Stacy, we are here on Mount Eaton Road in Saylorsburg. Right back there is the retreat center where Fethullah Gulen lives. About an hour ago, state police cleared away most of the protesters and left. However, there's still a few remaining. One says he'll stay all night if he can. They insist the blame lies here for the chaos and the bloodshed in Turkey.
Chase the car with the child on his back.
An emotional clash between protesters, security guards, and a state trooper outside the residence of Fethullah Gulen in the Poconos.
Stop! Get off this continent! Okay,
Gulen is the man accused of masterminding the military attempt to overturn the government of Turkey that shocked the world Friday night. As the chaos died down, the Turkish president addressed a crowd in Istanbul, saying that the country cannot be run from a house in Pennsylvania, a reference to Gulen's retreat center on Mount Eaton Road in Saylorsburg, where the demonstrators gathered.
Shoot against Turkish citizens. They shoot against elected government. So we are showing support to our country.
For years, the man at the center of this controversy has turned down almost every interview request. But following the dramatic events in Turkey, he decided to answer questions from reporters. Through a translator, Gulen denied being involved in the coup attempt and called the accusations insulting.
We have always done our best to mend and improve relations or keep them good. But if the source of that breakup or if the source of the problem is rooted in Turkey, then there's not much we can do.
Gulen telling reporters he believes it's possible the coup was staged.
Democracy cannot be achieved through military coups, and people should not be sympathetic to any coups.
For years, Gulen's lived in his compound in Saylorsburg, staying out of the media spotlight. But after this week's events in his home country, that may change. Back out here live, Gulen's organization includes a large network of charter schools and even a cable TV channel. He calls the demand to extradite him a bluff. Suzanne Goldklang, Newswatch 16, reporting live in Monroe County. See, this is Chapel Road, where a lot of the worst damage is. Over there, you can see a house that the twister blew the roof off, and everywhere there are countless trees and branches down. The National Weather Service categorized this as an EF2 tornado. Families here are getting help from the Red Cross, dealing with insurance, and giving thanks they survived. The roof is gone and the chimney sits in shambles at the home Charlie Salvo built with his own 2 hands.
A lot of memories.
Saturday night, as the tornado seen on this cell phone video bore down on Chapel Road, Charlie, his wife, and her 89-year-old mom huddled in the cellar.
All of a sudden, I just heard and very loud noise, and that must have been the roof.
While about 24 homes in Pittston Township ended up damaged, the Salvo's place appears to have gotten the worst of it. At first glance, it almost looks like these trees are blooming, but it's not spring. It's insulation scattered by the storm. The family plans to rebuild right here. How do you think this experience will change your outlook on life?
Every day is precious, every moment.
After the storm, Pat Poplars found her car under a tangle of trees, but her house intact.
The house was creaking. I thought the house was going to go.
She marvels at how different her property looks now.
These are all huge trees. I mean, this is just amazing.
The day after the twister touched down was busy. Reunions and relief, cleanup and concern, chainsaws and chagrin.
Boom, 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 there's trees down everywhere.
Frank Galonis and his wife Ann barely escaped. Take a look at the path the storm took as it headed for Suskin Road, dropping a tree right on the Galonis' bedroom.
Kaboom, bang, crash, because the tornado came down over this mountain.
Almost all of the couple's vehicles are smashed. Luzerne County officials could be seen taking pictures of the aftermath. From the sky, Access Aerial's drone shows a forest fallen. This couple huddled by a candle, waiting for power and water.
Let me tell you something. That is vicious. It's vicious.
Stacy, earlier today there were utility crews here trying to get the power back on. We're going to toss it over to Clay Lepard, who is in Bear Creek Township, another area that was hit hard by the storm.